Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expert Live, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about a airdrop, LayerZero. So this is probably the GOAT of airdrops in 2024. If you don't know what GOAT means, just go Google it. And I'm going to show you a way to, potentially get an airdrop. Well, you will get an airdrop because you're going to interact with the LayerZero chain. Well, it's actually 50 chains, but you're going to do it really cheap, a really real cheap way. So yeah, let's roll that intro. Let's get into the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just so you know, LayerZero, they raised, you can see here, these are the raises. They raised seed round for 2 million, Series A 6 million, Series A plus 135 million, and then Series B 120 million. So all up is about 260 million raised. So there is a lot of money behind this project to build this out. Okay, so it's kind of a big deal, and it's LayerZero is an interoperable protocol that connects 50 blockchains plus, and allowing developers to build seamless omni-chain applications, tokens, and experiences. So yeah, this is going to be like the GOAT, actually the GOAT of interoperability on the internet, especially for crypto. I mean, so we know that this is a big project. We know that raised a ton of money. So we want to qualify for the airdrop, because the airdrop, it hasn't happened yet, right? So I found this really cool thread here by Emperor, and you can follow him on Twitter at Emperor Gains. And basically he says, yeah, you look, the Arbitrum airdrop was $1 billion, and this is going to dwarf it, basically. So and he found a ingenious way to do it. So you're still going to need some money, but it's not going to need a lot. So here he found this cheapest routes to zero. This is the LayerZero ticker provided by Merkle.com. So you can do 20 plus transactions on 10 chains at a cost of 60 cents. Now that's debatable. Again, it depends on how much you transact. But if you click on this link here, you will go to this website here, right? And when I first saw it, I thought, well, what's going on here? You know, there's a bridge. They got all these other wormhole and all that, but what he's talking about is what we're going to do is we're going to refuel gas. So you guys know, if you need if you want to transact in Ethereum, you need Ethereum. Every time you interact with a new chain, because there's so many new chains now, you need like the native token to interact with it. Otherwise you can't use it, right? So what this is, it's like a gas refueler, but it still counts as a transaction. Okay, now there's a lot of prerequisites or kind of like qualifiers that you need to do. Is obviously, the volume, the size of the transactions, the frequency of the transactions, the number of blockchains or smart contracts you can interact with. There's a whole list of them. And the more that you do it, the more that you'll potentially get the bigger airdrop. In other words, back in the old days, you could just play around with the testnet and you get a ton of money. These days, now they're using airdrops as a way of raising. Instead of like doing ICOs or IDOs or stuff, what they're doing now is like airdrops. And to qualify it, you need to interact with the protocol and actually spend real money. So this separates from the people that just want free shit and people that actually want to use the project what it was intended for, right? So it's looking for OGs that are willing to spend a little bit of money on gas to interact with the protocol. So, but this way it's just gas, which is minimal. So what you want to do is you want to interact with this, and he says on his thread that you can do these routes here. Okay, so I'll walk you through them. First of all, he goes ZK Zinc to Arbnova, and then to Moonbeam, and then to DFK. So what we want to do is we want to go to chain list, and we need to add these to MetaMask. So if you don't have a MetaMask wallet at the moment, just go install MetaMask at metamask.io and do all that stuff. There's tons of videos on the YouTube. Get your MetaMask, and then you'll have Ethereum obviously added to this network. Then you want to add all these other chains, because you're gonna, that's where you're kind of going to be playing around with these chains. So you're going to need to add Arbnova, Moonbeam, DFK. So you just come along here and you go Arbnova. Just type it in the search bar here. If you can't see it, just just type it in. Just put Arb. I'll put Arb, and then scroll. There it is. There. See, Arbnova. I've already added it, but I can show what it looks like again. You just add it, and then it'll pull it up and says allow this to be added to your network, to be added to your MetaMask. All right. So you just click approve. And then now you can transact and do the bridge. So let's just do this one here. It's ZK Sync, and we're going to go to Arbnova. There it is there. Okay. And then in our MetaMask, we're going to make sure that we're on ZK Sync. Okay. So this is how you swap the chain up the top left. Click on here. And then you just go ZK Sync, find ZK Sync. There it is there. So now I'm on the correct chain, okay? So, and then I just want to do a little bit. I don't want to do too much. Let's just go 0.001 ETH. And you can also repeat it if you more, So it's totally up to you. Then you go preview transaction, and it'll tell you this is the refueling cost. That's what I'm sending over. Is $2.84, and you can see here I'm going to get $2.31. See, so that's 50 cents. So I'll just go refuel, and then what will happen is it'll just pull up the transaction here, and then I just approve it. Okay. So it's not exact. It's not exactly, but it gives you a rough sort of estimate of kind of like how much you're going to spend. Okay, and then what I want to do now is just flick that, and then it'll reverse this, because the next one we want to do is Arbnova to Moonbeam. So then again, you'd come along here, go back to chain list. I'll put the link below. Beam, I think it was. Moonbeam. There it is there. Then you would click this to add this to a MetaMask. I've already added it. Then you want to come here and go Moonbeam. So search Moonbeam. There it is there. Okay. Now this says switch to Arbitrum Nova, because that's where I start from. Okay. So switch to Arbitrum Nova, and then I should see my Arbnova in there. Hopefully it's arrived. There it is there. $2.31, like they said. Okay, so now we want to do let's see, $2.31, which is 0.01 ETH. 0.01 ETH again, and then we're going to receive this GLMR, which is the native token for Moonbeam. So then you go preview transaction, refueling costs, refuel. Oh, okay. So what's it doing is it's calculating in GLMR, which is it's not calculating in this Arbitrum. So this is kind of like where you kind of have to guess it. This is where you kind of got to figure out the cost of $2.34. So what I do is I just go to Moonbeam. Just go to Moonbeam, check it on CoinGecko, and it's 40 cents. So we can go, what was it before? $2.30, I think, $2.31. it's about 5.7. Now you're going to need something for gas too, so you probably just do say $2.10. So 5.19 should be enough, and so that's what we're going to get, 5.19 GMR. See, which we just figured out that it's going to be about $2.10. Okay, because we got $2.31. All right, so hopefully that'll work and not give us an error, and then it may not work because it's giving me a calculator of $2.32. But anyway, let's just see if it works. Yeah, insufficiently. See, so you're gonna have to just play around with it until you get it. So let's just go 5. Preview. You get my point, right? It doesn't do the okay, insufficient. So just, yeah, you're just gonna have to play around with it until you find the correct amount, because it's going to take a little bit for gas, right? It's going to transact it, but it needs a little bit insufficient. So yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so that worked. So then that's going to give me the gas, and then I'm going to get total. So yeah, so basically, so can you understand what we're doing? We're doing the transactions. We're actually doing real transactions on LayerZero, see, because this is powered by LayerZero, and they're going to count as transactions, but we're just sending like little bits of tiny bits of gas. So then we can do the next transaction, right? So we're doing transactions with the gas transactions, if you know what I mean, right? So let's just go to the next one, and then DFK. So we need to, again, you just come along here. You need to add DFK. It doesn't, there it is there. DFK chain. So you just add that to MetaMask again, and then go back to here, and then flip this. So we want to go from Moonbeam to DFK. DFK, I've never heard of it, but anyway. And then we're going to switch our MetaMask, because it was originally on Arbitrum from the last transaction, right? So what do we got now? How much GLM? So yeah, you kind of got to figure it out, kind of wing it. We got 4.23 GLM, so let's just go 4 again. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it should work now. Yep. So it's going to leave little bits and specks of dust on, but we're talking like cents on a dollar here, right? So that's no big deal. What we want to do is we want to get the transactions. That's what's, want to build up our transactions. That's what's going to be the factor that's going to allow us to qualify for this LayerZero airdrop, because you know it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So as you can see there, I've already done another one previous to before I shot the video. Oh no, it's actually showing it. But anyway, I've already done this transaction before. And then what do we do now? And then the next one, he said BNB and then AVAX. BNB, it might not be able to do it. Well, let's just see if it works. Okay, so now we just click on this DFK to BNB. Let's see if it works. BNB. No, it's a different transaction. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me see if it works. Oh, okay, it does. It does allow me to it. So I'm going to go from DFK to BNB. Let's just see how much is in DFK. Connecting DFK. It looks like it's really sluggish. This DFK chain. I think I saw like one. Yeah, it's really sluggish. So maybe I would leave this DFK one out. DFK RPC, because it looks like it's really sluggish. I might have to add another let me just add another RPC to let's switch to Ethereum first, and then we just go accounts, settings, and then just go network settings, and then we'll add this new RPC. So this is how you add the RPC manually. Let's just go to another RPC. Let's try this one here. Oh, okay, so it's DeFi Kingdoms one. Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. So you just add the Explorer. Oh, you go add network, sorry. And then you go add manually, and then you go Explorer. What's the token? Jewel. Okay, that's interesting. The RPC. RPC server address. RPC server address is this one. Chain ID, which is this one. Chain ID, and then DFK. DFK, I'll just call it DFK2. Okay, it's not giving me, it's saying it's the wrong one. Okay, let's try this one. Try that one. Okay, save. Okay, so let's just see if this one works. It should give me the, yeah, DFK2, DFK2. Yeah, there it is there. Okay, so let's just see if it works. Let me just refresh that. So as you can see, you know, I think you get the point now, kind of like how this works. You just have to, it can be a bit finicky, but yeah, it is what it is. You have to kind of fiddle around with it, but again, you know, it's going to be worth it, right? Because you're doing these transactions, and every time you do another transaction, it's going to be on LayerZero, right? You want to rack up as many transactions as you can in LayerZeros and different types. So here on Wenza.xyz, I'll put the link below. You come along in, you put your wallet in, okay? And I'll just click refresh again because I just did another transaction. And what this basically does is it scans your wallets, and then it tells you kind of like what you've done on this wallet and how many more you need to transact. See, again, these will be the prerequisites for LayerZero. See, at the moment it's saying I'm going to get 0 rewards, but I've got 0.15 points, transactions 1. I've done more than that, so this, just use this as a guide. Don't take it as gospel. But you can see like what they basically mean here, right? Transactions and frequencies and interactions, the transaction volume, and then the transactions of the amount of the frequency, the amount of transactions you've done over time, and this is going to be basically the blueprint that all these airdrop projects are going to use. They want to see people that have been interacting with their protocol on multiple chains. They want to see the amount of volume, so people are pushing through, you know, larger numbers of money. Again, you can do this. You can start off with like, you know, $100, $300, $5,000, but you're just recycling the money, right? So you're going from one chain to another chain to another chain, racking up the transactions. Yeah, you're going to pay some small gas fees, but you know, then you can convert, once you finish your transaction, your volumes, then you just, you know, convert it back to originally where you got it, and then just send it back to you know, wherever it came from, right? What you want to do is the volume transactions, and then lastly the transactions over time. You know, you got to do it this week, you're going to do it next week, and do it next month, and you're going to keep on doing it. So this is why, this is what they're looking for. Just that's a basic template on what all these airdrops, because they want to see these people interact with it and actually use it, and then they're the ones that are going to get rewarded. So do this on just like I just showed you with this gas refueler, and this is, and follow Emperor, because he's the one that that I found this information. So you know, we've only done a couple. You can just continue to do this, do 20 different, like these are all kind of like jumping from chain to chain to chain. But you know, this will probably take you like 20 minutes, but it'll be worth it. So when I finish this video, I'll just keep on doing more of these chains and keep on doing more of these gas hops, because I want to rack up the my transactions, because this is going to be one of the biggest airdrops in 2024. Like I said, it's going to be the GOAT of airdrops, possibly this year. So there's going to be a lot of money that you can get from this, so start interacting with it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.